I think, without a doubt, Ms. Sherrod is owed an apology. I would do so certainly on behalf of this administration.
White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs earlier today offering Shirley Sherrod the apologies of the entire Obama administration. That apology from Mr. Gibbs followed a few hours later by another apology, this one from Shirley Sherrod's former boss, the person who asked for and accepted her resignation, our nation's Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack.
Just a few minutes ago, I had the opportunity and the privilege to speak with Shirley Sherrod over the phone. I started off by extending to her my personal and profound apologies for the pain and discomfort that has been caused to her and to her family over the course of the last several days.
In addition to that apology, Secretary Vilsack also offered Shirley Sherrod a new job in the Agriculture Department. Ms. Sherrod is reportedly now considering whether to accept that offer. One of the amazing things that's happened over the last 24 hours as this political bomb continues to explode is that the people who lit the fuse in the first place have been trying to pretend like they had nothing to do with it, trying to pretend that they are shocked, just shocked that there's been this big explosion. Last night on this show, we talked about the incredible lengths that Fox News Channel in particular went to hype this supposed scandal after it was broken by a conservative website that has fed lots of stuff to Fox in the past.
Breaking news tonight about an Agriculture Department official caught on tape making racially charged comments to an NAACP audience.
Well, that is simply unacceptable, and Ms. Sherrod must resign immediately. The federal government cannot have skin color deciding any assistance.
And this is a Fox News alert. An Obama administration official resigned just a short time ago after she was caught on tape appearing to tell an audience that she had used her position to racially discriminate against white farmers.
None of which is true, except for the resignation part. Fox News Channel jumped on this story instantly and without apparently having any of the facts straight about what actually happened. It's almost like the whole thing was coordinated. Just a few hours after the original article and videos were posted on that right-wing website, a nearly identical version of the story, literally just about verbatim, appeared on the Fox News website under the totally misinformed headline, "Caught on tape! Obama official discriminates against white farmer." She didn't discriminate against a white farmer. She wasn't an Obama official when the story took place, and she wasn't caught on tape doing anything. But she did spell everything right, you guys, so good job. Fox News pushed this story with everything it had, just like the fake Acorn scandal last year and the fake Van Jones controversy right around the same time. Fox News cooked this story up and sold it, albeit completely out of context, as we all soon found out. After having done that, after having lit that fuse, here's the Fox News take on the matter now that the real story has come out and the bomb has gone off. This is amazing.
Well, the fallout now is a headache for the White House because they may have, well, I don't know, they may have acted without knowing the whole story.
It kind of looks like it.
Do not adjust your TV machine. Fox News, that's Fox News, not actors portraying Fox News in a laughably ridiculous way, actually Fox News, condemning others for acting without knowing the whole story. Here's the coverage from Fox News yesterday as this story was still unfolding. The voice you're going to hear chiming in during this clip is Fox News anchor Steve Doocy, the blonde you saw sitting on the left just a moment ago. Again, this was yesterday.
It is outrageous. I mean, it's outrageous. And perhaps everybody needs a refresher course on what racism looks like. I mean, that is...
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A. To do it so publicly and as though she was proud of her actions.
Right.
Right. Exhibit A. Right. This is racism Exhibit A. That, according to Fox News anchor Steve Doocy yesterday. Steve Doocy today?
What was the big hurry for them to condemn her in the first place? Right. I don't get it.
Amazing. What was the rush to condemn? People are so quick to judge. How about former Bush press secretary turned Fox News host Dana Perino? She offered this lecture today to those who got it so wrong.
Her comments about race cost Shirley Sherrod her job, but did the White House jump the gun without having all the facts? And you'd think that they would have done a little bit more of a cautious look before asking her to pull over and resign.
Yeah, you can't just fire first and ask questions later. Okay, same Fox News show, same show, one day earlier.
Now this emerges in pretty much confirming what many of us thought about people who've burrowed their way into the Obama administration with radical outlooks, a radical agenda, and in this case, a racist sentiment expressed clearly by her.
These people shouldn't jump to conclusions. What has become clear over the past 48 hours is that Shirley Sherrod was taken completely out of context. Her speech was edited to make it look like the opposite of what it was. And today, Fox News had a major bone to pick with anybody guilty of doing that, of just taking part of her speech out of context and making a judgment about her based on just a little snippet.
She said that I assumed things, that the White family came off arrogant and condescending to her, and she reacted in a certain way. Well, if you take that where she was describing the way she did act at one point and left it right there, you'd have a different impression of what Shirley Sherrod was like and doing.
Right. I know. You know, dude, you should totally see what they did on that same exact Fox show yesterday. Really.
There's an official from Barack Obama's United States Department of Agriculture making a speech to the NAACP that sure sounded racist. Listen.
I'm struck with the fact that so many black people have lost their farmland, and here I was faced with having to have a white person say their land. So I didn't give him the full force of what I could do.
So she admits there that because a farmer was white, she doesn't extend the full helping hand to him. And she's touting this in this anecdote as though this is, a feather in her cap somehow for her to be congratulated. I mean, it's really a shocking admission.
Same show. It's really been a striking transformation in the Fox News that hyped the story yesterday and the Fox News that was quick to lay blame today. Here's how Fox described the story yesterday. USDA official admits racism on tape. Here's another one. Racism caught on tape. That's how it was described by Fox News yesterday. Today, look what it did. Rush to judgment? Jumping the gun. A modern-day witch hunt? Did they act too fast? Fox News trying to put the blame on others now, trying to disavow any responsibility for what they did to Shirley Sherrod, just like what they did to Acorn, to Van Jones, and all the rest. Telling half the story, distorting the outcome completely beyond all recognition, but making sure the story meets their political objectives. If we all had to count on Fox News to cover the story of the tortoise and the hare, we'd all think the tortoise lost, because they wouldn't bother to cover the actual outcome of the race. They just unload on that slow tortoise. No, seriously, that's how they would cover it.
With the race two-thirds finished between the tortoise and the hare, Fox News can now project, it's over, America. The hare has won in a laugher. Is anyone surprised here? Did this so-called tortoise really think slow and steady could win a race? While Americans paid good money to watch what was hyped as a competitive race, this tortoise decided it was perfectly okay to waste our time with slow and steady. Why has no one held this tortoise accountable for his outrageous behavior? Who's really pulling the strings here? Is he tanking for the short money? Or is he just too lazy and full of himself to train for this race? Now, as for the hare, he can take a long, well-deserved nap and jog to the finish line. This one is over. But as for you, tortoise, it's time for you to hide your head in shame.
And then the next day, Fox News would castigate everybody else who counted the tortoise out. Castigate them for jumping to conclusions. Be a little more cautious next time. Get the story straight. The wonder is not that they do this. The wonder of all of this is that anybody falls for it over and over and over and over and over again.